Mayhem be able to bring Fusion's worst nightmares to realization? Let's find out.
And this is what I was expecting out of Mayhem Academy. The Lucio, Moira, and of course Za on the Sombra. This is a composition that has seen a lot of popularity within Contenders, all across actually the different regions, even in Korea, in EU, Australia, everywhere. A lot of teams do find this very strong. I know Envision is actually a good practitioner of this specific composition, especially here on Point A Horizon, where you can use Mikey A and Za to try and draw the members of Fusion University onto the point. But that's if they were going to run something like a Junkrat or Theresa. They're not, though. It's just Dive coming out from Fusion University. So they're going to be able to react quickly to the composition that Mayhem have set before them.
Mayhem might be coming in expecting the Theresa, as you mentioned. I would rate that for this composition, Mayhem should be a little bit better on the DM side of things. So how this is engaged is going to be interesting. I don't think Mayhem Academy has a reason to wait a long time, but they do wait longer than the average dive. Most teams would have gone in already, but they're waiting to let Mikey get to the back here, and my goodness, he's on an adventure.
Yeah, Za got spotted out of his stealth, and so now he's just taking his time making his way in. He's gonna go ahead and take the blast doors from the outside as Zachary's on the hunt now for Mikey A. Mikey A does have to be careful because he's being hunted down by both Zachary and Who Are You.
This is too much time for an early attack. This is way too much time. We have let 50 seconds go off the clock before anyone on either team has fallen. This is not good engages in Overwatch right now, where now finally Mayhem goes in, but it's disconnected. Mikey falls early, and it's just not great as the early hack comes out.
Yeah, the synergy right now between Who Are You and Zachary, it's just great. They were sticking together to try and deal with Mikey A. They're not going to allow him to 2v1 him or 1v1 and lose that battle. So Mikey A was forced away from the point, never got any healing. He was dropped down to about 10 HP, and Who Are You just hunted him down. Already, Mayhem Academy are now down to 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes where hardly anyone's died. It's up to the offense to force a fight. They're going to force it here, but they run directly into the EP. Zachary, though, falls at the beginning, was a little bit forced. Fusion, still very capable of bringing it back. They have the Transcendence on deck, Nano Boost invested, and they get Moopy and Krebs out of the fight early on. Beast Halo getting plenty of work off the cleave. He's gonna Primal Rage and Disrupt, and Alarm moves in with the Transcendence just to make things safe. This should be an easy fight for Fusion University.
That was just a perfect EMP from Zachary, even though he did go down. Mayhem Academy, what they were working towards was getting that Coalescence and then going in for the fight. As soon as they pop the Coalescence, EMP comes in, ends that channel, and they're not able to leverage that ultimate in any fashion. Fusion University played that so well now, but this is the moment that Mayhem Academy do have a huge power difference. They're going to have 3 ultimates coming into this next fight, while Fusion University are just struggling. Elk might be able to have that nano boost.
We've had one real fight, and we're down 2.5 minutes. Mayhem, please force the issue. They move in, but they get bisected. Alarm, Crackalacken get on the flankers on the other side. Mayhem Academy's already down 2, and they're looking at their final minute here where they just haven't had a good engagement. It's been sluggish, so sluggish.
Who Are You? He saw Krebs going off the ledge there and was just like, all right, okay, I'm not going to build ultimate off of you. But now, yeah, it is down to the last minute and 5 seconds. Mayhem Academy, this composition is supposed to work really well up against, you know, very immobile compositions, but Fusion University, they are able to set the pace here. Up to the skies, does not go. EMP does not connect onto anyone.
That was not good! What was that EMP? What were you even looking for? Mayhem Academy still might get this because Fusion has nothing to back it up. And Alarm got Mikey and 0G on the backside. At least a little bit of gravity anyways, as Mikey's taken down. And Fusion might still fight this back. Mayhem Academy had so many ults early into this fight. So are you? Dash around the outskirts, looking for early kills here with Beast Halo. Going to the other side. Sombra in his sights. Is he going to get Za? At least forces a translocate. Zachary's back in, and Fusion might actually hold.
Another Primal Rage by Beast Halo to keep him alive, and oh no, Who Are You? Stays with the LOS of that self-destruct. Will go down, but still, Beast Halo taking out Moopy gives them a huge opportunity to hold on to the point. It's come down to the last 5 seconds. Mayhem Academy have to jump on just to keep this alive and keep it in overtime.
Mayhem Academy, final attempt moving in. Mikey, he has been the hero in these moments before. A pulse bomb is up. He gets poked down, has to rewind in the moment. Sound barrier out. Last chance for Mayhem. trying the DMAC crack-lack, and only to find a self-destruct in their wake, and it gets Moopy. He's not able to get off the point. We're in full overtime, and Mayhem is falling one by one by one. Overtime about to be gone here as everyone on Mayhem falls. They just gotta deal with the Sombra. They do. Overtime's over. And now Fusion University only needs 33% to send themselves to Poland.
The indecision coming out from Mayhem Academy was preyed upon by Fusion University. We were expecting Mikey A and Za to work as a unit, but it was on the opposite end. Who Are You and Zachary were the better Tracer and Sombra duo throughout the entirety of that attack out from Mayhem Academy. And so now Fusion University are just 33% away from stamping in their ticket to Poland.
Look, I don't care what strategy you're trying to run as an offense. If you are getting only one real teamfight attempt in over 2 minutes of gameplay, you are playing the game wrong. Pure and simple. You have to put reps on the point. You can't just sit there looking for the absolute best opportunity. It reminds me of actual NHL games where you see a team on a power play that just passes forever instead of putting shots on net. Put your shot on the net, please.
Well, we'll see if Fusion University walk away with the hat trick here now. Just one more win away. That gets them to 3-0, and they'll walk away. Well, they'll be flying over to Poland in just a few short weeks. I think what really caught Mayhem Academy off guard running that composition is that Fusion University ran a composition that we don't really get to see often here on Point A, because so many teams just rely upon the Junkrat, the Widow, along with the Theresa Diva or the Hog. And I think that's what really just got into their heads, because now they're running that composition.
That very well might be true, but on the other hand, Fusion was also running the most common Overwatch composition of all time, so it should have been this huge surprise like, oh, they're running a dive defense quickly. Forget what to do for the first 2 minutes of the game. No, you have to have a response.
Now Fusion University, they're going to run the exact same composition they did on the defense. Now here on the offense, they have Elk once again on that Ana. So we'll see if they can just take some free poke, get Beast Halo up there with the Nano Boost, and just let him tear down Mayhem Academy. Paintbrush and more are going to be the prime targets. Take a look. Zachary and Who Are You are already on the flank.
They're putting pressure on the point, and pressure on the point even more relevant here because they only need a tick. It's very easy to get a tick for free while a team is distracted. Fusion University already crowding out space. They got more in Za. They're already off the point. Now there's only 4 members left. All right, Paintbrush got away with the res. They have 5 left to get back here. Mikey almost taken down. Fusion putting Mayhem Academy in check. They're almost there. They have to put bodies on the point. They lose Paintbrush. It's Who Are You grinding down anyone who dares step in his domain. And Fusion University just need a little bit more. They get it. They're into Poland. Welcome to the final stage of the playoffs.
Elk just landed every single biotic nade there. There was nothing you can do. 2 members go down on the dive, and you bring back the Zenyatta. That means Za is gone. You don't have the DPS to try and deal with either of the tanks. And then from there, it just went completely downhill.
I want to talk about, like, that was the weirdest first point hold I think and I think that might have been the only first point hold we had on Horizon this whole series. I'm pretty sure. What happened? Like, I could tell that they were trying to position themselves, but like, you're freaking playing Overwatch, not chess, you know?
They didn't have a clear plan, and that much is very obvious. There's a reason why you don't see teams play footsie for 2 minutes before getting their first fight, because it's a bad idea. You have to take your shot sooner rather than later. It is the job of the offense to go in, and it's not like the defense was getting overall pick to pick here. I mean, sure, they were threatening, but they had 6 up for a lot of this. They just didn't like what they saw, and they got in their own heads.
Well, there was a plan. There was a plan A, but oftentimes in Overwatch, you need a plan B, C, and D, and that's where it really did break down. You saw Mikey A along with Za when they were on the Tracer and the Sombra duo. Mikey A was able to make it into the left-hand side, but of course the Sombra wasn't. And then from there was that disconnect where Mikey A is fighting a 2v1. The Sombra still couldn't make her way on in. Za was just having difficulty finding any way in because he constantly got spammed out of his stealth. And then from there, they just kind of had no clue what to do. But we saw when Fusion University ran that same composition, when they had the Sombra along with the Tracer, instead of trying to go for the more open route to the left, they just took the easier route to the right and were able to make it onto the point. That was the game plan. That should have been plan B for them.
Well, not only that, but the other thing too is, okay, your Sombra gets harassed. The answer to that is not, oh, our Sombra didn't get perfect initiation. Let's wait for the Sombra to try again. It's like, no, you have to be pushing the issue, putting pressure on the defense, and trying to get opportunities where you get a pickoff or otherwise. You can't just sit there and pin your hopes and dreams on one person to make something happen, because that's how you get in situations where 2 minutes have passed and you've only had one real fight.
Well, there was one player who did not have a single care about putting pressure on the back line, and that was Zachary, who is our Old Spice player of the match. And congratulations, because you, and along with the rest of your team, you guys all work together and are indeed heading to Poland.
I mean, for someone who's not in the OWL, he's actually had an amazing career in the last year in Overwatch now. This is, what, his second LAN that he's going to ZP? I believe you were there for his first?
I'm trying to I'm
Taiwan?
not sure I've actually seen. Oh yeah, Taipei. If you count.
Taipei,
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking Contenders. Like, I don't think Renegades was ever good enough to get to a live final there, unless it was just like erased from memory from a Men in Black device. But no, that's all right. He was at the Heroes Rumble there, and he looked very much improved there as well. So yeah, I mean, he has been going up in the world.
It's been a great trajectory for him, just fantastic. And you know, that video piece, it was amazing to actually watch him having to, you know, step into the Overwatch League stage. It is really daunting when you see your goal right in front of you, but he is still living up to his expectations. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. All right, well, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have kind of the match of the night that everybody's really looking forward to, Gladiators versus Optic. Stay tuned. This is going to be a good one.